Are you a busy mom or a hardworking dad that just doesn't have time to deal with your annoying children? Finally, Nameless Corporation Incorporated has found a way to corporatize daycares. Our rates start as low as $125 an hour and only go as high as $5 an hour, depending on the Nameless education tier level, which starts from illiterate to elite. Nameless Corporation Incorporated's amazing tier system allows every parent, no matter how poor, to send their kids to the best corporatized education system in the country, while allowing them to have the peace and free time they so needly deserve. Here's what makes the Nameless Daycare so special. While other daycares only stop at 4 years old, our daycares expand to until they reach legal age. With the Nameless Education Daycare, you never have to see your child again. Have the peace of mind of knowing that their futures are secure with Nameless's education system. And finally, experience the joys of not having to deal with an annoying person who's entitled and lacks brain development. So how does it work? Well, you drop off your kid to one of our designated child drop-off points. There, a Nameless employee will take them, assign them a special digit number. Now, they don't have to worry about their birth name and getting all mixed up and confused on who they are or who their parents are, any sort of crap like that. We can get all that right out of the way so there won't be any fussing or whining as to why they'll never see their parents again. Then, they're taken on a special school bus to one of our secret compounded facilities where no one can access it. For their safety, of course. You wouldn't want any stranger entering the building now, would you? The building is heavily guarded with security cameras and barbed wire and watching 24/7, so you never have to worry about a pedophile entering the building. Once entered the compound, they are given Nameless employee clothing and are discard all personal material. Once again, to make sure that they are well disciplined. You don't want to have kids emotionally attached to anything. I mean, that's how spoiled people grow up. They are then assigned a room with 12 other people where they each share one bed. Unless, of course, you are of the elite tier in which your kid receives a bed. Again though, the bed is still in the same room as the 12 kids, but it's their bed. So, that's something. From there, they'll be taught by world-class teachers, all of which were also graduates of this very daycare, alumni, in which they'll teach our curriculum, which won, by the way, the prize for, which was awarded most effective education system by the CIA. From there, they will be taught each day by our amazing teachers who are all graduates of the Nameless Daycare program. They will be taught our award-winning curriculum, of which we teach all important values like math, science, hard work, reading, dedication, learning how to rip off your customer, loyalty, obedience to authority, and discipline. Our curriculum was awarded the best education system by the Nameless Scholastic Committee. Once arriving at the compound and spending a night, they will be awoken by a massive alarm at 5 a.m. At first, they will panic, thinking this is an emergency, but after a while, they'll get used to it. They will have breakfast. However, your child will not be able to eat breakfast on the first day since they did not acquire any points. Once your child wakes up and is escorted to the cafeteria, They will discover the joys of our point system. What is the point system, you ask? Well, the point system incentivizes students to work hard and get as good grades as possible. This way, they will not slack off, and you can rest assured that your kid is doing the best they possibly can. Once they get a grade, it'll equate to a certain amount of points. The higher the grade, the more points. Your child will want good grades since points is required to stay alive in this place. Points are used for food, water, showers, any sort of amenity that you might want. The points are used. Once introduced to this phenomenon, your child will go through their first 5 hours of non-stop classes before lunchtime, where they will finally accumulate enough points to eat lunch. And talking about our lunch, it is perfectly crafted to be as nutritious as possible. From there, they will once again go through 5 hours of rigorous classes before finally going to bed at 10 p.m. And lights out means lights out. You don't have to worry about your child staying up late, because once the lights are out, they must be sleeping. Our guards will check every child one by one to make sure that they're asleep. If they even so much as move or cause anything for the guard to think that they are faking, they will be taken away to our punishment chamber. This is where our discipline part of our education system comes in. Discipline is important in making sure a child grows and understands rules and regulations properly. Our discipline ward is our most effective part of this entire education program. We have rooms designed to every child's fear. Our rooms are created so that your child must constantly face their most horrific fears, so that they are too afraid to ever break another rule ever again. One round in this thing will absolutely destroy any sort of rebellious phase your child may have. And it even works on teenagers. Don't worry, your child will never go through an emo phase ever with us around. And that is a typical day at our Nameless Education Daycare. And a few years later, and your kid will grow into an amazing adult, ready to take on any challenge and do anything we ask.